There are moments in life when a person doesn't need motivation. They need direction. And that's exactly what happened to a young boy named Kishan on a night when he felt more lost than ever. An old man was walking through the jungle, carrying sticks for his evening fire, when he heard a soft, crying sound coming from the darker part of the forest. He lifted his lantern and stepped closer. There, sitting under a tree, was a 20-year-old boy, head buried in his arms, breathing in that heavy way someone breathes when they've run out of hope. The old man gently asked, "Son, why are you crying?" Kishan wiped his face and said, "Because I'm tired of failing." He explained how his childhood friend succeeded in everything: studies, skills, business. But Kishan, he tried many things and failed at all of them. "I don't know what I'm good at," he whispered. "I don't know what I'm supposed to do." The old man didn't laugh. He didn't scold. He simply asked a question Kishan had never asked himself. "What do you like?" After a long pause, Kishan said softly, "Bread." Then quickly added, "But I can't even make that properly." The old man smiled. "Good. Then start with bread. But don't try to make it yet. First, learn to observe." Kishan looked confused. The old man continued, "Tomorrow morning, pack your bag and travel. Go from village to village. Visit every bakery you find. Don't judge. Don't compare. Don't try to prove anything. Just observe." The old man's words stayed with Kishan long after he walked away. So, the very next morning, Kishan packed a small bag, a notebook, a pencil, a few clothes, and a new kind of determination. He took a deep breath and set out, village to village, carrying only one intention: to observe with a peaceful mind. Wherever he went, he watched everything with a gentle smile. The rhythm of kneading dough, the calm way bakers handled mistakes, the warmth of ovens, the smell of rising bread, and how simple routines created harmony in a busy shop. He tasted breads, noticed differences, and paid attention to details most people ignored. Every night, no matter how tired he was, Kishan opened his notebook and wrote about what he saw and felt. And with each page, his mind became clearer. His understanding grew sharper. His confidence returned. Without even realizing it, he was becoming someone new. Not because the world changed, but because he finally slowed down enough to learn from it. Days turned into weeks as Kishan traveled from village to village, carrying only his bag, his notebook, and a growing sense of purpose. In one small, dusty town, he walked into a bakery in chaos. The head baker was overwhelmed, his helper was sick, and customers were getting impatient. The baker noticed Kishan's calm eyes and the notebook in his hand. "Looks like you understand what's happening here," he said. "Can you help for a while?" Kishan stepped forward without hesitation. He tied an apron, washed his hands, and moved into the kitchen. Kneading dough, carrying trays, wiping counters. Everything felt strangely natural. Those tiny details he had quietly observed for days were now guiding his hands with surprising ease. When the rush finally settled, the baker smiled and said, "You learn fast. You've got a real eye for this." For the first time in years, Kishan felt proud, because his commitment had finally created a real achievement, one that felt honest and deeply motivating for his future. A few days later, with a full notebook and a clear, peaceful mind, he began his walk back to the old man's village. Kishan knocked on the old man's door with dusty shoes and a smile that came from somewhere deep. When the old man opened the door, Kishan bowed slightly and said, "I came back, and I think I finally understand myself." The old man invited him inside. They sat together in the courtyard that evening as the sun dipped behind the trees. Kishan opened his bag and placed two freshly baked loaves of bread on the table. One soft, one crisp, each shaped with care. He began telling the old man everything: the villages he visited, the bakers he spoke to, the rushing crowds, the peaceful mornings, the feeling of being part of a kitchen, the mistakes he made, the tiny habits he admired, and the moment he realized that learning happens, not through talent, but through attention. The old man listened quietly, smiling at every detail. Kishan ended softly, "I learned all of this because you guided me." But the old man shook his head and replied, "No, Kishan, I only lit the lantern. You walked the path by yourself. You changed because you were brave enough to begin." A few weeks later, in the middle of the village, under a simple wooden signboard, they opened a small bakery together. Kishan stood behind the counter on the first morning, holding a tray of warm bread, feeling something he had never felt before, a sense of belonging, because he now understood the truth of life. When you stop trying to be good at everything and start observing, learning, and improving one thing, your entire world begins to change. If this story touched you, take a moment to reflect on your own journey of learning. And if it brought you clarity, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. More stories, more wisdom, right here